So let me begin by this whole afternoon by asking Patty if she could come up. First, Patty, you need to come up.
Can we change the order of this? No. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to have David say a few words about Patty, but since I never lose an opportunity to say something, I will also say something. And you need to, I think you need to get over here so Mark can see you.
Para que más la vea, Patricia, más para acá.
Okay. All right, Dan, go ahead, bud. It's up to you.
There you go.
You stand still, don't move the camera.
Okay.
I'm just going to say a few brief words on behalf of DGO. Rima, I think, is going to say a few things on behalf of the CMM team, but I'll keep it short. I know there have been a lot of goodbyes for you at the beginning of the summer, and you got the plaque. But I took the liberty of writing out my remarks, however brief, on a chart, because anyone who has ever worked with Patty knows she is very fond of charts. So it's my chart. Very short remarks. So everyone knows that Patty has worked full-time for DGO for the past 2 years. She's also worked 50% in HHA, and 50% in OCM, and 50% in OFM, and 50% for Mythalot, and 50% for Parents Circle, and 50% for ECF, and 50% for Kids Creating Peace. And probably you all can come up with more percentages for other things that she's done over her 2 years here. All to say that when you add up these percentages, and mine total 500%, and you multiply it by 2, you get a sense of how much Patty worked for this mission. You get a sense of her passion, for her commitment and her dedication to everything that we do here.
So I'm glad you're saying that in front of him. I'm so proud of you.
But in addition to the sheer volume of work that Patty has produced here in her 2 years, I think what we're certainly going to miss the most is Patty's compassion and her kind heart for everyone around her. Everyone who has come in contact with her in this mission has benefited from knowing Patty. She's a very compassionate person, and that compassion has stretched to our partners and, of course, to our beneficiaries. Patty is a true team player, and as a colleague and as a sometimes acting DGO director, I can tell you that when I've needed something, anytime, if it's a random figure or a fact or an indicator, or to just simply bounce an idea off of someone, Patty was always there. She never said no. She never said she didn't have the time or the resources to do it. She did it. It was usually in the form of a chart, which was okay, and she did the task well. So Patty, on behalf of DGO and the CMM team, I just want to thank you for your service here in the mission, and best of luck to you, Mark, and the kids as you transition back to Washington.
Thank you so much.
So Dave, I don't know if you want to take over or we want to hand it to Rima.
Yeah, Rima, go ahead.
And this is on behalf of DGO. I know you received things on behalf of the mission, but
Thank you very much.
of our team.
I'm not good in these kind of events, standing up here and talk, but I love Patty, and I have a few things to say. These were an amazing 2 years. You've injected energy, enthusiasm, and passion to the work that we do. You've led the team's efforts to measure impact of the CMM, and you were passionate about it. Until today or yesterday, you've sending ideas about indicators and ideas of how to improve our way of measuring impact. You're an inspirational woman, managing the demanding tasks of CMM, HHA, DG, while being a single mom of 4 boys. You're an amazing woman and a great professional, and you'll be missed dearly. behalf of the CNN team, I wanted to thank you. I wish you and your family best of luck.
This is beautiful. Thank you so much. You didn't need to do that. Thank you.
Now, for our Baghdad colleagues, let me just say that we have a tradition here, which we've already given to Patty, but we have a very beautiful plaque that says, "Blessed are the peacemakers." And Patty brings, as Raymond noted, an energy and a passion and a commitment. She also brings serious legal skills and human rights concerns and an ability to connect these dots. What's interesting for us is that Patty's experience in South America has a lot of relevance here. It allows her to see things from a slightly different perspective, which makes us all stronger and better. And so, Patty, you have been a wonderful colleague and a true peacemaker. So we are going to deeply miss you, and we're going to miss everything about your efforts and work here. Yeah. You've been really lucky. Patty has also been my neighbor for several years.
Sorry about that.
and she and Mark do have 4 boys, and it's been a simple delight for us to have these boys as our neighbors. My wife, in fact, just loves these guys because they're so energetic and they remind us when our little ones were, when our big ones were little. So if you 3 can come up here, I just want to say a couple words to you. Okay. All right, this is Tommy. Tommy, wave to everybody. And do you see your dad? You see your dad? Yeah? All right. And this is Michael. Michael, wave to everybody. Okay. Do you see your dad? Okay, and this is Nico. Wave to everybody. Now we're missing one, Daniel. Yes.
Stay home.
And he's at home. They have him. They try to
Survive.
block off part of the living room, and he runs around. But they've kind of blocked off a part of it. So.
It's true.
So I want to tell you guys, and it's hard to know where to look because there's people here and people there. But do you see? Why don't you look at your dad? Can you guys look at your dad? Okay. So I want to tell you. I want to tell you guys about your dad, and I want to tell you guys about Mr. Hunter. When we go to Iraq or Afghanistan, the sacrifice is actually very deep. To tell you the truth, I found it hard to be in Iraq for a year. And the sacrifice is borne also very, very heavily by the families. But boys, your dad kept all of us safe. Right there, that guy right there, he kept us safe. And he had, I don't know, 5,000 people. I'm not kidding. 5,000 people that reported to him. So if you were his friend, everybody was saluting him and Mr. Hunter, sir, this, that. And it was very, very nice to be with your father because everybody was very impressed by him. But it's not easy to keep everybody safe. There's a lot of bad guys in Iraq. There's a lot of people that want to hurt us. And he was very careful to make sure everybody was protected. So your dad actually ran around the perimeter of the wall of the embassy. He would run around at night. And part of the reason he did it was to exercise, but part of the reason was to make sure that the wall was intact, that there were no breaches, that everything was okay. So your dad took his job very, very seriously. And I was very pleased, because you know that I saw your dad a lot. I was very pleased to be his friend, but I was also very thankful that he protected us. Now, your dad had lost some staff people and some colleagues. And I was also with him when he did a memorial for some young officers who had died. And it was a very tough time, but your father was a very good leader, very strong, and you have a lot to be proud. So I wanted you to see your dad up there, and I think he's going to be coming home pretty soon to see you guys. So, Mark, do you want to add anything? Because I'm going to get to the boys in just a second, but I wanted to focus on you for a moment.
No, thank you, Mr. Harden. I appreciate it. And we miss you out here.
Mr. Harden.
We miss you out here. But the other day, I was reminiscing, and I went by your office, and it's still vacant. The lights are off. It was kind of depressing. So you weren't there. I was just checking to see if maybe you had returned, but you hadn't.
Yeah.
And I want to congratulate you on your new job, of course, and thank you for doing this. I love my boys. I love you, Patricia, very much. Thank you. They're the ones that really sacrificed.
Okay.
And they're the ones that made it easy for us to get through this hard time. These 2 years have been extremely difficult, and their courage and dedication and their spirit in helping their mom, and was just very much appreciated. So you guys, I can't wait to see you. I'm going to see you soon on just a short 2 days, and just have some fun, and I can't wait to be there with you.
Okay, now you guys, I want you to turn back this way. All right, Mark, we're going to see you soon, buddy. But
Okay.
when we give out medals and awards for people who have served here, and blessed are the peacemakers, the secretary also gives out awards to the guys who really do sacrifice. And we have first an award for Tommy. Let me make sure I got the right one here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Tommy, this is for you, and this medal is for you. Okay? And I know this may not mean anything for you, but this is from Secretary Clinton. So she signed a note and she sent it to Tommy. And Tommy, you were very courageous in dealing with the fact that your dad was in Baghdad for 2 years. And it was very hard, I know. But you showed great strength, and you were a wonderful kid that helped not only your dad, but your mom get through it. And because of your strength, everybody wants to say thank you. Okay? All right. Michael. Okay. All right, Michael. Michael is an optimist. Here you go, buddy. He handled the separation from his dad with class and attitude and a positive attitude. And while it was hard, you did a good job, young man. You did a good job in being positive. And every time his dad would come home, he would say to his daddy, "What? You have to go back again?" And when he did, Michael wouldn't whine and he wouldn't complain, but he would say, "Again, again." So Michael, when your dad comes home on Sunday, he's not going back. Okay, sir? Congratulations. Good job. Good job. All right. Nico! Huh?
Patricia,
All right,
que no le
Nico.
tape.
Here we go, buddy. All right. There you go. Okay. So, you can imagine that in 2 years, this little guy actually grew up quite a bit. And he's become his own little man. Now, Dad, and you see how big he is. He's a big, strong guy. I don't know if you guys met him in person. He's exactly what you want in Baghdad. He scares everybody. But he would wrestle with Nico. And Tommy and Michael. But Nico was always there on Dad's side when you were wrestling, right? And you were a good wrestler. I think you can take that dad down. All right. And you guys are going to Disney World, I guess, and you're going to go swimming in Typhoon Lagoon. So that's all pretty exciting. And the other thing about Nico is when Dad calls, Nico is the one that gives all the gossip about what's going on. So Nico, congratulations, little man. Good job, son. youngest, Daniel, who is not here, and he is how? He's 1 year old.
1 year old.
So he was a Baghdad baby. And so Mark is very excited to get back to be with the boys and with Patty. And we're just really glad that we could acknowledge their sacrifice during what has been a tough 2 years. So thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much.
Okay, any last words? Mark?
No, thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, thanks, bud.
Thank you.
All right, I think unless you want to stay on for the rest of our staff meeting, I'll see you on Sunday. All right,
Okay, bye-bye.
bye, guys. Okay, whoops, sorry. All right. Anyway, so, let me just also say that this mission has actually been